I want to start with talking about mindsets. Before, I would be pretty passive, but now I am active and I feel like I'm moving forward in the right direction. I felt afraid to ask questions if and when I would get stuck. And everything just takes longer because I was scared to let my team know that I have no idea what I'm doing. But now it's different. I ask a lot of questions constantly. I try to fix it myself or do it myself while waiting for the response or while kind of troubleshooting together. And I think it might be one, because my new manager is more active. We're more involved as a team. With my old team, I don't think my manager really knows what I do on a day to day, even though we meet weekly. But on my new team, I don't really have any one on ones with my manager, but we are talking to each other. We have stand ups and story reviews and just constantly messaging each other, either in group chats or in a DM. The good change is that I think I learned it from just building this channel. It takes a lot of parts and pieces and a lot of time and energy and effort and to understand the gear, the setup and the topics, the brand, the niche and everything that comes into it. I each time I ask myself, what is the smallest minimal iterable step that I can commit and move forward? So because I only have about like an hour of time each day, each night to work on my personal brand, and I take this whole mindset that I do for my personal brand into my enterprise work 9 to 5, right? So before this hour, before lunch, since we're gonna have check-in soon or we're gonna have more meetings, so what is the smallest step that I can commit? What is the smallest change that I could do? Either submit my code changes, make the test, ask the question now, so I get time back while I wait for other people, and I can move on to another task. The mindset change is just do it now and do it fast, and don't worry about being perfect. And I think this mindset, this strategy has helped me be more active for sure. Before, right, I was very passive. I would be scared to ask because it would show that what I didn't know and I would feel guilty. And now being more active and maybe a little bit more intentional or even aggressive to your teammates, asking, hey, how did you do this? How This is what I did, this is what I read, it's not working. What are your tips, right? What do you recommend? Or instead of just like, that's better than just asking one question like, hey, can you help me with this? I'm stuck and waiting for it. The other person receiving it will see that, yeah, one, you have shown more efforts that you're trying to solve it, and two, you're intentionally creating urgency for the other person to want to help you, and you start to build that relationship by being more vulnerable and with the other person, and you can trust each other more. So one day the other person might feel more comfortable asking me, right? Asking you for help because they have helped you before. Another part from being passive to active can also be applying to the work, the story points within the sprint. If I go to my manager and say, hey, I'm waiting on these things, I'm getting blocked, or I'm just waiting on the app team to fix their code because it's blocking my deployments for my changes. So, is there anything else I can take on so I can, right, learn more, meet my story points while I wait for these things? Like, this is an active, intentional request, and there's really no harm in this, because if I can't finish the new task, that's okay, right? At least I show initiative and I showed effort in asking for it instead of just waiting Or if the thing that we're waiting on or we're being stuck on doesn't happen, then what are we doing with that time? Like how can we that time or that the stories we're supposed to complete cannot really be measured, and that doesn't look good on our team. A real example on my old team is whenever there's a new project or new task on application, or they need additional help, and they'll reach out and see if I have my capacity in my sprint to get started or take a crack at it myself and explore. And I most of the time I just felt like I wasn't ready, and I kind of just said that I will see once I finish my priorities. So I kind of denied that request, that opportunity, without thinking, or kind of I just did it because out of a habit that I don't want to grow, or I don't want to expand as much as I needed to be. And I think that hurt me a little bit, because that now they would not be want to or be comfortable giving me more additional tasks or work, because they know that I am kind of struggling to finish my own work. So that is what has happened in the past, and that's who I used to be, right? Afraid to ask questions and not being able to take on additional work or offer for more help, to ask for if there's anything more I could do so that I can learn more on our team. Yeah, so the takeaway here is shift the mindset, right? From passive to active, and ship small steps, small minimal step, and just keep going. Don't worry about being perfect. So just make progress, keep going, and shift from being passive to active. You don't have to necessarily ask for more work all the time, but just in your engagement and communication with your team, right? You can be more active, and in the way that you do your work that you submit, right? You can be more active day to day. So it builds confidence, and it builds more foundation. And I think this has helped me a lot to be where I am now, and to kind of look back and reflect on where I was a year ago. So I hope this helps you, and let me know if you resonate with this mindset.